Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here on a Wednesday. The clock is already set at 9 because we're going to go past that, I'm sure. Back from vacation. Missed you guys and happy that, got back all in one piece and ready to go. Refreshed a little bit. And I want to thank Valley Converting for all of their help with the 9-minute Phill-Up. So I can't thank them enough as we get ready to talk about. Well, let's talk about we haven't done this in a while. It's been over a week now. National Day calendar, just a couple days on National Day calendar. And you can chime in on this. It's National Dimple Day. So dimples in the cheek, I guess, when you smile. Do you like that? Don't like that? I mean, you don't really have much of a choice if you have dimples. But, some people really like dimples when they see someone smile. And National Sugar Cookie Day. Simple recipe, but a great cookie. Really good. Little milk. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a sugar cookie. Birthdays today. Jacob Perkins, 17. This can't be right. 1766 to 1949. Okay. I think I may have, maybe I put that down wrong. But anyways, Jacob Perkins, father of the refrigerator. Father of the refrigerator. Designer, fashionista, Harold Fox, 1910 to 1996. The Zoot Suit, a favorite for a lot of people. And some pretty good actors that were born on this day. We'll start with Richard Roundtree, otherwise known as Shaft. Great character. And Richard Roundtree, born in 1942, died in 2023. His most famous role, Shaft. And a lot of people love that movie, love everything about Shaft. So we have that. Fred Savage of the Wonder Years. Remember the television show? Born in 1976. Kelly McGillis started off her career with a couple of big movies and then basically kind of faded away a little bit and then retired from acting, wanted to get away from the spotlight. But Kelly McGillis, Top Gun, and Witness. She was born in 1957. Now, the big one for the day, and I'm hoping to get some, back and forth on this a little bit if possible. We have Tom Hanks, born on this day in 1956, the back-to-back winner of the Academy Award. Tom Hanks, one for Philadelphia and then one for Forrest Gump. And we did an impromptu survey of favorite Tom Hanks characters or movies, and he's got a bunch of them. And he's got a stretch of movies in the early 90s that is just ridiculous how good it is. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Tom Hanks and what your favorite Tom Hanks movie is. Most people don't seem to have a problem with Tom Hanks. Very, very few, if ever, have I heard anyone say anything negative about Tom Hanks. If my mom's tuning on this, I'm sure she'll have a comment on Tom Hanks or what her favorite Tom Hanks movie is. Again, Valley Converting. Can't thank Valley Converting. Mike Biasi and the crew in T-Town, the Gem City of Toronto, Ohio.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
recycle for your future.
Again, I have to thank Tom Hanks. I have to thank Tom Hanks. I have to thank Mike Biasi and his crew in Toronto, Ohio, for all of their support. Valley Converting, if you have paper products that you need recycled, if you're a big business and you have paper products that need recycled, they can handle it. They're looking forward to that. Just, give them a call. Let's say maybe you have lots of paper products at your business that you need recycled. Give them a call. They're in Toronto. It is Valley Converting. And if you're just, I want to recycle some paper, I'm go ahead, go recycle it. They'll do the job for you. All right. So anyways, our big topic of the day today, and it doesn't have to be the big topic of the day if somebody else has something they want to talk about, but Tom Hanks, born in 1956 on this date, July 9th of, not 2025, but of 1956, a year older than Kelly McGillis, who was in Top Gun and Witness. Two great movies. But Tom Hanks, I mean, the list of movies is ridiculous. here you go. Here's is start back in 1984, and I left some movies out, but Splash in 1984 with Daryl Hannah. She, of course, the mermaid, and Tom Hanks trying to save her, get her out of the city. They fall in love, all that good stuff. Money Pit, 1986, funny movie. Big. Brian, good morning. Haven't seen the show in a while. Working. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Well, I went down and we had that road trip vacation down to see Mom down in New Bern, North Carolina. So we had an opportunity to see her. So took about a week off. So you didn't miss much. And hopefully work is going well for you. But I appreciate you checking in. I need you to put your thinking cap on now. I need you to come up with your favorite Tom Hanks movie. Now I'm going to list the movies that, and I left a few out just because there's so many. But it's one of those things where he's just has so many good movies that it's hard to choose one. But then there always is a favorite. Yeah. And by the way, Mom's doing well. She's we had a great time. Had some good conversations, some nice visits, some good meals, all that good stuff. Always wonderful to see my mom. So hopefully, if you have an opportunity to see your mom and dad, tell them you love them. It's important. So anyways, here you go, Brian, and anybody else that wants to chime in and share what they think is their favorite Tom Hanks movie or maybe character. So we had Splash in 1984, Money Pit in 1986, Bachelor Party is around 86, something like that. Big was a movie that was hugely popular when it came out. My stepfather took us to it, and he didn't want to see it. I don't think he ever really warmed up to Big, but it was a good movie. People loved it. The Burbs, Turner and Hooch, when Tom Hanks played a detective and he had Hooch. Was his dog sidekick. I can't remember I can see the dog but I don't know if it's a bull mastiff, something along those lines. Big, strong dog. But Turner Hooch, pretty funny movie. And then now here you get serious. There's a run here from 92 to 98, and I think I only left out one or two movies. But how about this? A League of Their Own in 1992. Sleepless in Seattle in 1993. Philadelphia wins the Academy Award for Philadelphia in 1993. Turns around, backs that up with Forrest Gump in 94. Apollo 13 in 95. Toy Story in 95. Brian's going Forrest Gump. He's all in on Forrest Gump. I'll tell you what, on my unofficial results, Brian, we have Forrest Gump has three now selections. So Forrest Gump, a good pick by you. Apollo 13, 1995. There's really no wrong answer. Toy Story in 1995. So we'll just include all the Toy Story movies together. And that's my kids might like him best than that. Saving Private Ryan in 1998. Absolutely fantastic. Still can't believe that Saving Private Ryan did not win the Academy Award and Shakespeare in Love won it. Nothing wrong with Shakespeare in Love. Fine movie. No one ever talks about it. Saving Private Ryan has become a classic. And, it's World War II, looking out for somebody else, sacrificing, all the things that the greatest generation with everything in World War II. Saving Private Ryan is just unbelievable. Then he comes out. I think there's one in between there, but he has You've Got Mail, Green Mile. Some people, I know somebody just went, whoa, Green Mile. I forgot about Green Mile. Green Mile is another one. Green Mile is another one of those really good movies. Castaway. He's on an island by himself. He's doing the acting, just him on an island. That was in 2000. Road to Perdition. I love a good mob movie, and Paul Newman's in it. And if you want to see Paul Newman, he's just so good, so good. I mean, as good as Tom Hanks was. Paul Newman, just incredible. We could have a whole day on Paul Newman. Favorite Paul Newman movie? People talk about The Hustler, Color of Money. I got to go with Cool Hand Luke. Why'd you have to say 50 eggs? Just sounded like a good round number. Catch Me If You Can in a supporting role to Leonardo DiCaprio. Catch Me If You Can. Polar Express, another animated film. I think he plays 5 characters. He's obviously doing the voice. Captain Phillips, I had to throw that on there just because of the last name. Good movie, intense movie. And that was a part of the thing where everybody was like, don't ever travel with Tom Hanks, because just there's craziness that happens with him. Apollo 13, that didn't go real well for that. Castaway, FedEx crashes on the island. Captain Phillips, hijacked boat. Let's see what else. I mentioned Bachelor Party before. Saving Mr. Banks. If you haven't seen it, it's a pretty good movie about Disney and families and everything in there. Sully is another one of the travel movies. Sully, and that's the one where Sully Solinger, I believe it is. He was the I think we get the name right. He was the pilot that landed the plane in the Hudson River or in the East River when they had the bird strike, and managed to save everybody on board. Mr. Rogers. Then we have a vote for Man Called Otto in 2022. And then here was his last big movie. That was in 2024. But the biggest thing that Olivia Zinn brought it up. Olivia Zinn brought up The Americas, which was I think it's a 10-part series on NBC. If you have Peacock, you can stream it on Peacock. And basically it is about the Americas and what the animals that are in North America and all over the country and everything. He voices that over, and it's a great piece of work in terms of, if you love animals and just the environment in different places, and where people find blue whales. You find blue whales racing against each other, all kinds of stuff. The Americas is great. Olivia Zinn brought that up. So the votes that we have so far, we have an honorable mention vote from Olivia Zinn for The Americas. A Man Called Otto has a vote. Sully has a vote. Bachelor Party has a vote. Big has a vote. The Burbs has a vote. League of Their Own has 2 votes. Sleepless in Seattle, 1 vote. Forrest Gump, 1 vote. Toy Story, 1 vote. 2 votes for Saving Private Ryan. And Castaway has 2 votes. So it's, what a list. You could actually put together, if you were going to travel someplace, you'd go on a road trip and you think, people want to, need something to watch. You could do a road trip and just pick Tom Hanks movies and just be all set. Another vote for Forrest Gump. Worry, checking in. Look at that dog. Oh, cute dog. All right. Forrest Gump, another vote for Forrest Gump. So now if you include that with our vote from here at the station earlier, we now are up to 3 or 4 votes on Forrest Gump, maybe leading the way. Really good movie. Just really clever, really smart. Everything about it just worked. It was such a good movie. It gave him his 2nd Academy Award in 1994 after Philadelphia. Totally different subject in terms of, the 2 storylines were so different. And that's why people thought he won the Academy Award, because Forrest Gump was so much different than Philadelphia. Philadelphia, I believe, had to do with AIDS, the AIDS crisis. I believe his character was an attorney that was dying of complications from AIDS, and Denzel Washington, if I believe, I'm going off the top of my head, Denzel Washington was his attorney, had to defend him, and just an unbelievable movie. That was the one in 93. He won the Academy Award for that. And then Forrest Gump, he turned around, and Forrest Gump's completely different character, like just so opposite of the seriousness of Philadelphia. Although Forrest Gump had its very serious moments and took on some political issues. Just a great movie, and Forrest Gump. And then, of course, you got Bubba Gump Shrimp Company, So you can find that all over the place, and you could start naming shrimp. I don't know. I mean, there's so many good ones. I love Road to Perdition. The animated ones. I mean, Woody in Toy Story. That's great. He was great as Sully. I think I would have to lean. Man, he's so good in a league of their own. There's no crying in baseball. There's no crying in baseball. All right, we're going to take a brief stop from talking about Tom Hanks. Do you go down Interstate 77 to visit your mom? Nice view of the mountains. Absolutely. Go down 77 and then just cut across. It's a beautiful. I'll tell you what. I love to drive through West Virginia. Now, sometimes it gets a little, after a while, like, okay, I'm on another turn. You're going uphill, downhill, or up mountains. But it is gorgeous. It is just gorgeous. What a beautiful state. Absolutely sensational, beautiful state to go through the mountains of West Virginia. So yeah, that's the way we go. We go down Interstate 77. It's just it's fantastic. And we came back that way. We went down, we went across into Morgantown and then went down. So that was a little bit different. So that's it was a little bit different, but still it's a different view of the state. But again, just so scenic and just beautiful. Are they coming out with Polar Express 2? I've heard that. Jeff Exline brought that up this morning. I didn't know about that. Jeff Exline brought that up this morning and said, well, it might be like a prequel to the original Polar Express to see, and they might follow the conductor and see where he came from and all that good stuff. So there's a possibility, but I don't know for sure. But I have heard that. So if you're hearing rumors like that, usually something like that can be true. And the other thing is, Tom Hanks, obviously, like everybody else, he's getting older, but his voice may be getting better and all those things. So, you're not worried necessarily about what he looks like, because in animation, they'll be able to do whatever they want, make him as young or old as you want, and it won't be a problem. So that is a possibility that might be coming out. And I think a lot of people would be excited about that. Anytime there's a new Christmas story or film that comes out, people seem to get excited about that. But, for my vote, hard for me to vote against Saving Private Ryan. He was so good. And, some of the speeches he gives about, he talks about, making an order and someone goes and gets killed. And how he justifies that and how it just tears him apart internally, and why it was so important to go save Private Ryan, because he thought that would get them all closer to being able to get home. And if that was his order, that was his order. Sully was great. Really enjoyed that. But Saving Private Ryan, Castaway, I just loved him in. League of Their Own too. I don't know. Yeah. I think I would have to vote for Saving Private Ryan. That's what I think. I would think it would have to go there. But I mean, it's so good. It's so good. Hey, Mr. Bill, SMC in the house. LOL. Always a pleasure to have you in the house. Now the question is, SMC, Tom Hanks, your favorite Tom Hanks movie or character? That's what we're talking about today. I mean, it's his birthday. He was born in 1956. Again, the list is impressive. Splash, Money Pit, Big, The Burbs, Turner and Hooch, A League of Their Own, Sleepless in Seattle, Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Apollo 13. Oh, Apollo 13 is fantastic too. Toy Story, Saving Private Ryan, You've Got Mail, Green Mile. Green Mile is outstanding. Castaway, Road to Perdition, one of my favorites. Catch Me If You Can, great supporting role. Polar Express, Captain Phillips. Bachelor Party was one I got a vote. It's on the wrong side of the list in terms of the date. Saving Mr. Banks, Sully, Mr. Rogers, Man Called Otto, and Here. And the Americas also got a vote. Brian, check it back in. His voice in the Toy Story movies is fantastic. Absolutely. Somebody poison the water hole. Can't do it justice, but there's a snake in my boot. And then the Green Mile, SMC going the Green Mile, and I can't blame you. I can't blame you. I mean, that is just such a good movie. Such a, checking your moral compass on that one. Where do you stand on things, and just really, really good. And the thing is with Tom Hanks, he's sometimes he's so subtle. Sometimes like it's over the top, but a lot of times it's just the subtleness and just it's so natural that you don't feel like he's acting. It's just this natural way that he has about him, and so it's been a pleasure watching his movies over the years. So I just thought it might be fun to mention Tom Hanks's birthday and talk a little bit about the movies that we know and love for Tom Hanks. But right now, I'm going to have to wrap it up. But I think I'm going to have to lean Saving Private Ryan. I'll be back tomorrow with a different vote. Saving Private Ryan, Castaway's great. Yeah, good stuff. Just quality list. And again, my stepfather back in 1988, I remember we went to the movie theater to see Big, and he wanted nothing to do with it. And then we went and saw it, and everybody in the theater liked it, and he was kind of like, he just was not happy with it. But we all enjoyed the day together. So that's the biggest thing I remember is going and enjoying the day together, even though my stepfather wasn't too crazy about going to see the movie Big, but we did have a good time. And that's the thing. My mom, big time movie person. If you want to go to the movies, my mom's the person to go with. She loves going to the movies, and she gives good reviews. So if she recommends something, it's usually spot on. Isn't that right, Mom? So we went to we saw Jurassic Park. I'll just say it this way: if you haven't seen Jurassic Park ever, go and see it. You'll probably enjoy it. If you have and you really like the first one, it's just kind of a continuation. So I could have lived without seeing it. Wasn't bad. It was okay, but interesting as always. Let's see. SMC says anything Tom Hanks is in gonna be awesome. Yes. It really is. There's literally, you go through this list, and there's some other movies that are on it, like Bonfire of the Vanities. Some of the movies may not be as good because the movie just isn't as good, or maybe the story isn't as good. But he's great in them. And then let's see. So glad you got to visit your mom. What about the ocean? Oh, Got in the Ocean. Oh, here's one for you, everybody. Wait, let's check it. Splash, Money Pit, League of Their Own. Tremendous, all tremendous. Splash is great. Splash is a great movie. Money Pit, League of Their Own is fantastic. So here's one for you. We're going to end on this. The ocean. So we went out of the 5 days of the week, we went to the ocean 3 times. So from where my mom lives and where we ended up staying, probably a half hour, 45 minutes, probably closer to 45 minutes to get down there with a little bit of traffic. So, you go to the beach, you get your cooler out, all that stuff, and you have everything in the certain spots and all that stuff. So we get to the beach, we park at the pavilion at the it's Fort Macon, and the park opens at about 8, and they have lifeguards. So we go to where the lifeguards are in front of this pavilion. So each day, the first 2 days of the week, Monday and Tuesday, we went, sat down in the chair after we got everything unloaded, and just kind of relaxed for a few minutes, and then maybe got in the water. Well, what I would do is I had my keys for the car. I'd put them in this Velcro pocket that's on the side of my swim trunks. So I would have them in there. But then when I'd sat down, I would take them out and I'd put them in a zipper pocket on the chair, along with anything else I didn't want to lose. It'd go in the same pocket every day. So I did that Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, played golf with my son, and then it rained like crazy. So that's when we went and saw Jurassic Park or Jurassic Rebirth or whatever they're calling it. And then Thursday, we did a traditional thing, the Accidental Artist in New Bern. It's kind of one of those places, ceramic plates and glasses and cups, and you can paint and do your own designs on it, all that stuff. We've done that since the kids were little. Love doing that. So we went back and did it again and thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. And then went and got a great lunch at the Chelsea. If you ever go to New Bern, North Carolina, everybody, the Chelsea is an absolutely fantastic, just fantastic, fantastic restaurant. I've been there for a long time. But anyways, so I get to the beach on Friday, sit down in the chair for like 2 seconds, don't really pay attention. It's real calm day at the ocean, so it's perfect to go in early. It's about 9:00, 9:30. My kids are already out there, Ian and Isabel. So I go into the ocean. We're standing out there talking, blah, 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 blah. I'm looking back at the shore and I'm thinking, where did I put my keys? Where are my keys? I don't know where my keys are. I think, did I put them in the chair? I don't know where my keys are. Well, all of a sudden, it's about, I don't know, 150, 200 feet out from the shoreline, I feel the side of my swim trunks. I feel that pocket and I feel keys. So fortunately, the Velcro worked. I took the keys out of the pocket, showed them to my kids, and they were like, don't lose those. So I put them back in the pocket, Velcroed them up, and got my rear end out of the beach and went up. And I just thought, if I had lost the keys in the ocean, we would have been tearing the place apart if they had fallen out and we just couldn't find them. Fortunately, we did have another pair back at where we were staying, but I would have had to call my mom. She would have gone through there, had to get a key to get in, pick them up, driven down to the beach, and it would have just been a mess. So fortunately, if you have some Velcro pockets, make sure they're working before you go and put your keys in there. All right, CSM, Shawshank Redemption. I don't believe Tom Hanks was in that, but that is an outstanding movie. Who is it? Morgan Freeman's in that. Tim Robbins is in that. Yeah, just a great thing. Do you love the sounds of the ocean waves? Absolutely. I will say this, the calmer, the ocean's great. I can sit and look at the ocean, relax at the ocean, the whole thing. So it's a beautiful place to be. The ocean's absolutely fantastic. What I like to do is go out and float. My grandfather used to go out and float. And as my grandmother would call him, Charlie, you going in? And he would go out and literally just float on his back in that we were down in Florida, in Hollywood, Florida was where they lived. And he would float out there for it seemed like hours and hours, probably about 15, 20 minutes. I thought it was hours because I was a little kid. And I just always thought that was great. So now that I'm old enough and learned how to float a long time ago, I do the same thing and just really enjoy it. So the waves going by and just the sounds at the beach, fantastic. And now my son does that. My daughter does it as well too. So it's just a good time. Excuse me. All right, that's going to do it for today, everybody. Again, sorry we were gone for the last week or so, but vacation called. Had to go see mom. So that was great times. But now we're back, and we're looking forward to talking to you tomorrow. And I can't thank you enough for checking in today. Can't thank Valley Converting enough. And remember the 2 rules: have fun and always try your best. Have a great day, everybody.